Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about modified Euler's method. Modified Euler's method formula is yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus h into f of xn plus h by 2 comma yn plus h by 2 into f of xn comma yn. For finding y1 value, we need to replace n is equal to 0 in this general formula. Then only I will get in the left hand side y1. Okay. After replacing n is equal to 0 in this particular general formula, I will get y1 is equal to y0 plus h into f of x0 plus h by 2 comma y0 plus h by 2 into f of x0 comma y0. For finding y2, I need to replace n is equal to 1 in this particular one. Now I will get y2 is equal to y1 plus h into f of x1 plus h by 2 plus y1 plus h by 2 times of f of x1 comma y1. This is not f of x comma y, x1 comma y1. Now for finding y3, I need to replace what? 2 in place of n in this general formula. After replacing it, I will get y3 is equal to y2 plus h into f of x2 plus h by 2 comma y2 plus h by 2 times of f of x2 comma y2. Now we move on to the problems under this category. The first problem, solve y dash is equal to 1 minus y comma y of 0 equal to 0 by modified Euler's method. So this is f of x comma y, so y dash, and they are given the initial condition is y of x naught is equal to y naught. This is common to for all the problems in this unit. So this I want to take x naught and right hand side value is y naught. Initial values they are given for all the problems definitely. In the look at this problem, they are not mentioned what value we need to find, as well as they are not given the interval length. Suppose they are asking in this question in 8 mark means you must do at least 3 iterations. Okay, so for that purpose here I am taking h is equal to 0.1. Okay, x naught is equal to 0 and y naught is equal to 0, and y dash is equal to, which y dash means what, f of x comma y is equal to, they are given 1 minus y. They are not asking anything to find this much and this value, nothing they are not mentioned here. So that's why I'm taking h as well as x1 x2 x3 values or itself, assuming these things. Let x is equal to 0.1. So from this I can able to calculate x1. No, x1 formula is x naught plus h. X naught is 0, h is equal to 0.1. From this I will get x1 is equal to 0.1. x2 formula is x1 plus h. x1 plus h, 0.1 plus 0.1 is 0.2. Next x3. x3 is equal to x2 plus h. x2 is 0.2 and h is equal to 0.1. I will get x3 is equal to 0.2 plus 0.1 is 0.3. So we need to find out the corresponding y values of this x1, x2, x3. No, so therefore we have to find y1, y2, y3 values. Suppose this is 8 mark question means we need to find at least 3 values. Suppose 2 mark means we have to do only one y1. That's enough, right? Now modified Euler's method general formula is yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus h into f of xn plus h by 2 comma yn plus half times of h into f of xn comma y1. For finding y1, what we need to do, we just replace n is equal to 0 in this general formula. Look at the next step. I'm replacing n is equal to 0 in the general formula. I will get y1 formula. y1 is equal to y0 plus h into f of x0 plus h by 2 comma y0 plus h by 2 times of f of x0 comma y0. Look at the right hand side values y0, h and x0. All those things we know very well from the given data itself. Substitute all those things. What is x0? That is 0. Y0? That is also 0. we need to calculate this thing f of x naught comma y naught, which means what? F of 0 comma 0. F of x comma y is what? 1 minus y. So therefore f of x naught comma y naught is equal to 1 minus y naught. It is y naught value 0, no? So therefore this particular value is 1. Now y1 is equal to y naught is 0, h is equal to 0 0.1, and f of x naught is 0, h is equal to 0 0.1 by 2, comma y naught is 0 plus h 0 0.1 by 2, and this f of x naught comma y naught value is 1. Simplify the inner terms, f of this function terms I will get. This particular one gives 0 0.05 because 0.1 by 2 value is 0 0.05. Here also 0.1 by 2 into 1 time is 0 0.1 by 2 only. So this value is also 0 0.05. So how will you calculate this particular function? Again, we need to go for the given f of x comma y. In that place, I need to replace x is equal to 0 0.05 and y is equal to 0 0.05. Here there is no x. So I just replace y is equal to 0 0.05 because given f of x comma y is what? 1 minus y. Okay. So after replacing it, I will get this particular function value is 0 0.05 because 1 minus 0 0.05 is obviously 0.05. So therefore, uh, after multiplying this 0.05 with this 0.1, I will get the value of y1 is equal to 0.095. So this simplification gives 0.095. So this is the simplest form of 1 minus y value. So 1 minus y is equal to 1 minus 0.05. Okay. So finally we need to multiply this with this 0.1. So final answer for y1 is equal to 0.095. So let us move on to the next problem. Yeah, we need to find out up to y3, no? Yeah, of course. Y2 formula. How will you develop y2 formula? So y2 is equal to, we need to replace n is equal to 2, n is equal to, n is equal to 1 in the general form. Then only I will get y2, right? Y2 is equal to y1 plus h into f of x1 plus h by 2, comma, y1 plus h by 2 into f of x1, comma, y1. So first I need to calculate this inside f of x1 comma y1 value. Y1 x1 is equal to 0 0.1 and y1 previously we calculated 0.905. Substitute that here. I will get this f of x1 comma y1 value. Y2 is equal to y1 plus h into f of x1 0 0.1, h is equal to 0 0.1 1 by 2, comma y1 is 0 0.095 plus h value by 2 f of x1 comma y1. This is not 0 0.905, 0.95. Make it correction. This also 0.95 here. Now, after simplifying this whole thing, I will get it y2 is equal to 0.18098. Now, move on to the third iteration, y3. Y3 is equal to, how will you develop the formula for y3? In the general form, I just want to replace n is equal to 2. I will get it y3 is equal to y2 plus h into f of this particular thing. Now, initially I am calculating this particular f function value from the given f of x comma y. After finding that, I will get 0.81902 is the value of this particular one. Now, y3 is equal to y2 plus h in h times of f of this is x2 plus h by 2 into h by 2 comma y2 plus h by 2 times of f of x2 comma y2. Simplify all those things. We will get y3 is equal to 0.258787. And finally, we are getting the values of y is equal to y0 is equal to 0, y1 is equal to 0.095 and y2 is equal to 0.18098 and y3 is equal to 0.258787. Come to the next problem. Find y of 0.2 using the modified Euler's method if They are given the derivative term dy by dx is equal to y minus x square plus 1 and y of 0 equal to 0.5. Here they itself given the interval length h. How will you tell like that? They are given x naught, okay, and y naught. H is equal to what? X1 minus x naught. They are asking to find out only one term, y of 0.2. No, you might be consider this as x1. Suppose they are asking one more term, means you will take that as x2. They will ask only one term, y of 0.2. You must consider this as x1. Look at this. Given dy by dx is equal to here and x naught is equal to 0 and y naught is equal to 0.5 and h is equal to, how will you calculate this x1 and from this x naught? H is equal to x1 minus x naught. We will get 0.2 minus 0 is 0.2. We are taking this dy by dx as f of x comma y. All those things are same. Okay. By Euler's modified Euler's formula, y1 is equal to, how will you develop this particular one? In general thing, yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus etc. No. From that I am just replacing n is equal to 0. Then only I will get this structure. So y1 is equal to y naught plus h times of f of this particular 1. Now I am replacing all the values x naught, h and y naught in this particular structure. I will get it. This particular one. Before that, I am just finding the inner function value separately. Y naught plus h by 2 f of x naught comma y naught. So y naught plus h is 0.2 by 2 f of y naught comma y naught. In f of x comma y, replace xy into x naught y naught. After that, replace x naught y naught values here. Then you can simplify this particular value is 0.65 in the second value inside the function. Okay. Now y1 is equal to 0.5 plus 0.2 times of f of x naught is 0, no, 0 plus h by 2 comma this second term, the whole term value is 0.65. Separately we found that. Now 0.2 by 2 is 0.1, 0.1 comma 0.65. Again we need to calculate this function value by using the given f of x comma y. F of x comma y is what? Y minus x square plus 1, no. In place of x we need to replace 0.1 and y place we need to replace 0.65. So we will get the structure after replacing it in the given f of x comma y. Now simplify this thing and multiply this whole value, simplest value with this 0.2. It will give 0.328. So add 0.5 plus 0.328. We will get 0.828. So therefore y1 is equal to y of 0.2 is equal to 0.828. So this is our final answer, because in the problem itself they are asking to find out y of 0.2, which means y1. Okay. Thank you guys.